If you are really excited to finally see Marvel's Eternals this November, yeah, let's temper that excitement and expectations because you might not be seeing the film this year. You probably will wait till next November if this ends up being true. So this info comes at us from Vulture, which is being reported by many other outlets as well, and it looks like they have a pretty good track record if you look at them reporting on delays and what's happening, and they're saying that the release of Eternals this November all depends on the box office of Shang-Chi, and if that film does good enough to be in the profitable or acceptable range due to the pandemic, then Eternals is good to go. If it underperforms, the film is getting delayed. Now, as most people know, the buzz in regards to Eternals has been overly positive, to the point where we're hearing that most people in Marvel Studios and Disney think that this is the best MCU film to date. And the reason they've been sticking to a November release date for 2 years now is because they believe they got a film worthy of an Oscar. Again, the jury's out till we see it, but if this is true, as others are reporting, this would mean that more than likely, if they want to stick for that Oscar category, you're looking at a November of 2022 release date. Now, lucky for Marvel, this film seems like it's largely standalone and disconnects from everything that's going on. So they could delay it for another 3 years if they want. But they have to be careful with it because you run into that point where people will go, well, didn't that come out already? Like, didn't I see things for that years ago? And again, it's a weird time. I'll admit that. But they do have to be careful with how they approach this. And if there are more delays, it's safe to assume that it's going to run into so many other problems because everything's got to shift again. So it's a wait and see approach. If you want to see more films in theaters and you feel comfortable, you got to go to a theater. That's like the only way. You got to go watch Shang-Chi if you want to see this film. But at the same time, most people are not feeling comfortable, and we're seeing that reflected in box office. So I guess we're going to know soon enough, I suppose, if this film is coming out in November or it's getting a pretty substantial bump.